Guys, and today I want to talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies are getting no respect from the NBA media. This team, by NBA standings, of course, is one of the best teams in the NBA, and arguably without the record, if you looked at this team is one of the best teams in the NBA. And people are going to go, well, their half-court offense is like in the 20s ranked. Okay, stop that. Their best half-court offensive games have been against really good teams. So there have been plenty of teams who have gone to the conference finals or even NBA finals while not having a top 15, half-court offense. So, look, first off, the Memphis Grizzlies right here sit at 48-22, about 6 games behind. After tonight, it'll be 7 games behind, the Phoenix Suns, and they're in second in the NBA, okay? They're better than every Eastern Conference team. And tonight, look, we saw Dillon Brooks come back, the return of Dillon Brooks has been phenomenal. This is something that they've needed all this time, okay? Dillon Brooks coming back, against OKC, dropped 15 points tonight. I know the shooting splits of the last 2 games haven't been impressive, but, he's playing defense. He's a leader. It's important. And Jaren Jackson Jr., he's taken the role of, basically being a leader as well, but everyone's been like, oh, he's never been able to be like what he has when he was, his second or third year in the NBA, when he was shooting like almost 40% from 3, which was, his second season in the NBA. He shot 39.4%. Look, he's working his way back there. He's a better shot blocker and a better defender than he ever was before. He's a better rebounder this year than he ever was before, and it's phenomenal. Then you have Zaire Williams, who's a phenomenal rookie who's improving every day. I know he still needs to get some strength because he can't attack the rim, but that will come. You got Desmond Bane, who's the most underrated guy, one of the most underrated three-point shooters, 3-and-D guy who also can be a secondary ball handler, who dropped 6 assists tonight. And you have Tyus Jones, one of the best backup point guards in the league, who can start in a pinch like when John Morant is out. Steven Adams, who leads the NBA in offensive rebounds, and he's, I think, 188 offensive rebounds ahead of second place, which is Vanderbilt, who's 55 rebounds ahead of third place, which I believe is Jared Allen. Insane numbers. Brandon Clark is looking just as good, if not better, than his rookie year after having a slump the previous year. Kyle Anderson continues to be the point forward defensive god that he is. You got Killian Tilly, Xavier Tillman, who are 2 guys who don't really play, but last year they had huge roles and they can play well and be productive role players if anyone gets hurt. Then John Conchar, this guy thought he was going to be like 6'10 growing up, I assume, but ended up being 6'5", and he's an insane rebounder, can hit the 3, and is such a hard-nosed defender. Then you have DeAnthony Milton, who, again, DeAnthony Milton is this guy, he can play the wing, he can play the shooting guard, he can play point guard, he's huge, okay? But he plays with such finesse, okay? Like, he's only 6'2", but he plays like he's 6'6", okay? And that's the best part about him. And he's a guy who averages 1.6 steals a game, okay? Phenomenal player. And then you have, like I mentioned before, Zaire Williams. And then the worst guy on this roster, you could argue, is Jarrett Culver, okay? If the worst guy on your roster is Jarrett Culver, he'd probably be the worst player on any roster, but this is a great team. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys agree with me? I really think that this team, the Memphis Grizzlies, are one of, if not the scariest team. And they're getting so much disrespect, for not, for being, people are like, oh, the Grizzlies are just going to choke in the playoffs. And I think for a team having this good of a record, literally so disrespectful on their part. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and that nobody's being disrespectful, but I just find this, just kind of people just trying to take a shit on them when they're actually good, So that's where I want to hear, your thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this team, and do you guys agree with me? Or are the Memphis Grizzlies underrated and being disrespected by the NBA media? Sorry, guys, for lack of love bullets the last couple of days. It's honestly been due to the fact that I went to Nashville from Sunday to today. I actually just got back at 9 o'clock, and this is my second video since literally arriving that I'm making. So enjoy.